Review for quiz 1, 5.1 to 5.2. 1a. Write n equals 4, a equals 81 in a radical form. If it said in a radical form, then we are going to write it a radical symbol like this. And a is inside, so 81 is inside. Outside in the cap is 4 because we are going to use a formula that is a and outside is n. Now we are going to simplify it. To simplify it, I would just need to know what is this fourth root of 81. And the fourth root of 81 is 3. So the answer is 3. You can also break this 81 is to 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And they make a group of 4 and they get out of the radical symbol. Next, we are going to write this into a radical form. But remember the formula is a to the power 1 over n means a to n inside. So the radical symbol a. Now in this case we have is 16 to the power 3 over 4. So the 4 that is on the bottom goes in the cap and then 16 and outside you have a power 3. Now if you want to simplify it, you should know that the fourth root of 16 is 2. So the fourth root of 16 is going to be 2. Outside 3 means 2 times 2 times 2, and that's going to be 8. Next we are going to do is we are going to take this 1 over 4 outside of the bracket, and it becomes 48 over 6 to the power 6 over 4. Now you can reduce 48 over 6 to 8 because 48 divided by 6 is 8. You can also reduce 6 over 4. 6 over 4 it can be reduced as 3 over. Now I can write this one as 8 to the power 3 to the power 1 over 2. And that you can write it as square root because 1 over 2 means square root. And 8 to the power 3 means 8 times 8 times 8. Now, this make a group of 2. So 1, 8 is out and the other square root inside. Square root 8 is actually 2 square root 2. So your final answer going to look like 8 times 2, which is 16 square root 2. So 16 square root 2 is your answer. Now we are going to combine the fourth root of 8 times 32. So you can break this one as 4 times 2. And 32 you can break it as 4 times 4 times 2. You can further have 4 times 4 times 4, and these 2 times 2 become 4 again. Now they make a group of 4. They make a group of 4 and they come out of the radical symbol. Because they make a group of 4, so they come out of a radical symbol. You can also do this question as you can multiply 8 times 32, and that's going to be 256. And fourth root of 256 is 4. I got this from the list that we created, that fourth root of 256 is going to be 4. Next is question number 5, and we are going to add these two terms. We can only add these two terms if they are like terms. Means that the radical symbol should be same. If this is fourth root of q, this should be also fourth root of q. Now, if we can make that same as other term, so for example, fourth root of 16, fourth root of n to the power 4, and fourth root of q, plus 7n fourth root of q. Fourth root of 16 is 2 outside. Fourth root of n to the power 4, 4 and 1 over 4 cancel, you get n outside. And you're left with q, fourth root of q, plus 7n fourth root of q. Now you can see that outside terms are like terms and the radical terms are like terms as well. So the answer should be, at the outside term, that is going to be 9n, and inside is fourth root of q. So 9n fourth root of q. Next is number 6. You're going to find out the cube root of 216 and cube root of p to the power 9. Cube root of 216 is 6. I got it from the table that we created. And 9 p to the power 9 means 9 divided by 3. So 9 divided by 3 is p to the power 3. You can also do that in this way. You get 6 times 6 times 6. And in this case, you get p to the third, p to the third, p to the third. And they make a group of 3, comes out. They make a group of 3, comes out of the radical, and 6p3 is your answer. Next, we are going to find out if we can remove the radical symbol from the bottom. Fifth root of 32 is possible. The fifth root of 32 is 2. We don't have a fifth root of x to the power 2. To make this fifth root, we need to multiply top and bottom with 3 more x's so that we can have the answer as 2 times fifth root of x to the power 3 on the top. On the bottom, we were able to make x to the power 5. Fifth root of x to the power 5 means this 5 and this 5 cancel. On the bottom, you're left with x. On the top, you have fifth root of x to the power 3 times 2. Question number 8 is to remove the radical from the bottom, you need to multiply its conjugate on top and bottom. So the conjugate of 3 plus square root 2 is 3 minus square root 2 on top and bottom. You got 3 minus square root 2 on the top, and on the bottom you apply a plus b times a minus b. So that's 3 square minus square root 2 square. So you got here is 9 minus 2, and that is your final answer. 3 minus square root 2. 9 minus 2 is 7.